We're doing something super exciting today. We're going to be organizing my half bathroom, guest bathroom, powder room, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm super excited because I think this is one space in our entire house that I have not held back in terms of stretching myself, going beyond my comfort zone, and just having fun with it. Like, I don't really care so much what it looks like. I'm just like, I just want to have fun. It's just like my happy little place. So for context, when we moved into this house, when we bought this house, I hated this bathroom. In fact, I hated all the bathrooms in our house. They were just like very outdated and they were not giving, what I wanted them to give. So first thing we did was we painted the walls white because they were initially this horrible, horrendous gray color. So we painted the walls white to just like brighten up the room, make it feel a little bit more spacious. We also changed the mirror because I don't remember what it was just like everything was horrendous. We changed the mirror, changed the hardware, the lighting, the faucet, the toilet paper holder. There was also like this um hook thing, the hook or the rail where you hang a towel. So we also removed that and replaced it with artwork. I'll show you everything. And then we now changed again and now we painted it black. So we painted this black last year and I don't know, I was just like tired of the way it looked. It just looked very basic and I wanted something that would make it feel and look a little bit more extra. And I knew that painting it black was the way to go. So yeah, we painted it black. We added this shelf. This shelf we had already put before painting it black. So we had this black shelf on the white wall. But I just knew that if we painted it black, it's just gonna take it to the next level. So yeah, we painted it black and absolutely no regrets. I absolutely love it. It just add some extraness to this space. So the theme in this bathroom is gold and black. In fact, when we moved into the house, I wanted to do a gold and white theme everywhere. And then I quickly got over the gold and then went with the black. Now I'm over the black and I've started bringing in warmer tones like wood, but that's a story for another day. Today we are focusing on the bathroom. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna organize, we're gonna decorate. I'm gonna, share my thought process with you, share some ideas, and I hope you get some ideas from this as well. One of the first things we did as well was change the door hardware. Previously, we had these really ugly round knobs, but we elevated them with these from Explore Hardware. Even before you get into the bathroom, this is like, oh, that's different. I also have this frame in the bathroom. I think one of the best things you can do if you have a small space is put something really big. I know it seems like, oh, the space is small, why would you put something big? But putting something big, literally, when you look at it, it takes away from the space looking tiny and it makes the room or the space look large. I've been wanting to put something in this corner for the longest time. A plant, a stool, just something. I just feel like it will add some coziness and some extraness to, the half bathroom. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is the one room that I'm literally just having fun with and experimenting, and I'm not afraid to try new things in this room. So I had this genius idea to put a stool. Oh my goodness, it looks so much better already. Let me test. So like you can still sit on the toilet comfortably, and this is me sitting literally like on the edge. So if somebody's like significantly bigger than me, they can still sit comfortably and this is not gonna disturb them. And this is me like sitting on the seat comfortably. So there's like so much space. First thing I know for sure that I want to put here is This is a scripture. I like to put scripture reminders just like everywhere in different places in the house. I think it's just like a great way to help you memorize scripture and remember God's promises. So I want this here for sure, because like you can literally sit on the toilet seat and you're looking at that. So it's right in your face. The other thing I want to put is this vase here. This vase actually broke, so I broke it, but I didn't want to just throw it away, so I used tape to put it back together, and then I put some stems in it. These are just like some, fake stems that I got, and I obviously can't put it in a place that is super visible because it is broken. So I need to put it in a space where no one's gonna touch it, no one's gonna, be inquisitive and look into it. So I think it would be perfect. Yeah, it just literally comes out beautifully over here. And I'm just like trying to check. You can't even see the part that's broken or that I taped together. I also use like a clear tape so that, it's not too obvious. And then I'm also gonna put this candle. Yeah, perfect. So I'm using the rule of 3 here. Designers say that, if you want to decorate a space, put 3 items. So I have 1 item, I have a candle, and I have a frame. All like very different type of things, different heights, dimensions, and I think this looks good. This is the basket I keep dirty towels, and I just keep it on the floor next to the vanity. On the vanity itself, I have this soap dispenser. I really love the texture of this thing. It's super, I don't know if the video shows this, but it's super heavy and it's stone. I don't know what kind of stone they used, but it has like this really nice detailing that I like, and it's super heavy and sturdy. So this is where I keep the soap. I have contemplated, and I'm torn in between using this still and getting, now they have the hands-free soap dispensers, the ones with sensors where you just put your hand and it releases the soap. But I haven't seen a nice one. They're all, at least the ones I've seen, are just like plastic, and I don't like the way they look. But maybe I'll keep searching because I like the idea of, not having to actually touch the pump to release your soap and just like putting your hand and soap comes out. It's definitely more sanitary and hygienic. I just need to find the one that I like. I also need it to be black, and at least some of the nice-ish ones I've seen are white. But I'll keep searching, and once I find it, I will update it. Then I want to add this little gloss here, and in here I want to I have a couple of sample lotions that are just like sitting around in my bathroom upstairs, so I want to put them in here. At least that way, like if I have guests, they can use them and they can actually finish instead of them just expiring because I'm not using them. So yeah, I just have like a whole bunch of samples. Also have this and this. So yeah, I just want people to use them so they're not going to waste. Don't be afraid to use things that are meant for other purposes in whatever way serves you. Like somebody might be like, well, why do I have this in the bathroom? Because that's where it's serving me right now. Next area we're going to work on is this shelf right here. So typically I just keep the hand towels and a plant This is the plant I keep here, and then hand towels. I used to keep the hand towels directly on the shelf, but I don't know what it is about Toronto. It's so dusty, so it's just not practical. So now I use this. This is a fruit basket that I used to use in my very first big girl Toronto apartment, and I spent and it looks very basic, but I spent good money on it, so I didn't want to just toss it, so now I'm repurposing it. So let's put the towels in there. So these are the towels that I use. I got these from Amazon. I'll link them in the description box. I think this is just a great way to elevate your bathroom. I hate it when there's one hand towel that's left on a hook or something, because I don't want to share a towel with anybody. And I know some people do paper towels as well, but I just opted to buy these. It's one purchase and that's it. I've been using them now for over 2 years, and as you can see, they're still in very good condition. The paper towel thing to me is just, I know it's convenient, but it's you have to keep, and paper towels are not cheap, and somebody might use 4 or 5 of them. I'm actually one of those people. Whenever I'm using paper towels, I grab a lot. I don't just use one. So this is definitely a better way to save costs. It was a good price and it's very functional. So let's put these up here. So this is what I've always kept here, this little plant. It's a faux plant, but I just think that it looks very plain. It looks very basic, and I think we can elevate it a little. So I went to Dollarama, and well, first I was spending a lot of time on TikTok, so I found these videos where people wrap their toilet paper in napkins and just makes it look like a little bit more elevated. So I went to Dollarama to look for napkins. It was really hard because I was thinking I'd find something with a black print, maybe a zebra print or something along those lines, but I could not find black, and it was just the blues, the pinks, and that was way off. So I ended up settling on a yellow, and I guess that would blend in with the gold. Okay, so I have 2 rolls of toilet paper, and here are the napkins. Let's open them and try to wrap this. Ooh, okay, now I understand why on TikTok the girls were saying to get the rectangle shape. Okay, so it'll look something like this. I'm gonna use 2 just because I think it'll provide better coverage. So let's do it like this. This is my first one, so it's not gonna be perfect, but yeah, something like this. Let's try another one. I don't know if I like the 2 or if I should just manage the 1. I don't like that it's still open, because while people are just doing it for decor, I also realize that if you leave toilet paper out just like that, it's gonna get dusty, and then people are gonna use that to wipe their intimate parts. I don't like that. So I want it to be fully covered so that no dust particles will do their thing. So. This is harder than it looks on TikTok. Okay, so I have to, that's better. Okay, I think I've gotten it. You don't try put all of them in the hole at once. You do one side, the other side, and then the last side. Okay, I've gotten it. So yeah, this is how it looks. Let's remove this, and then I wrap them in different directions. Ugh. I don't know if I am liking how it's looking. What do you guys think? I think maybe it needs to grow on me, or maybe this is not the right place to put them. Let's see. Let me try add more. See, I wrapped, I think, a total of 4 or 5. So we have quite a bit of things going on here. I keep some cleaning supplies in here because I use them to clean the bathroom, but also I don't have space in my kitchen, so I have disinfecting wipes. If you have not tried these, the Sentiva collection is so good. Whenever I use this, my house smells like a beach house. It smells like a vacation house. So yeah, I have more Clorox, and then I have, toilet cleaner. And then I have some Band-Aids here, alcohol swab, just like, in case somebody gets cut, injured, it's just like easily accessible. And then I also keep an air freshener. Like if you were to tell me you're on your way to my house, I'm gonna plug this in. I don't like plugging it in all the time because I'm just personally not really a fan of like artificial scents. I don't know, they just give me headaches sometimes, and I don't think they're the most healthy thing to have on all the time. But if I am having people over, I will use them so that the space smells good. So I got these from Dollarama, $1.75 each, pretty affordable. And I want to use these to, number one, put these so that they're not just like looking random. So like that. These I use as a way to like make the bathroom smell fresh. So I'll drop like a few drops of essential oils, and then I'll just like hide them behind something. And then when you come in, it smells like lavender or like whatever essential oil I've used, and you'll never find it because I'll hide it somewhere. So let's just put those back there. And then in here, actually, let's do it this way. Let's do this and this. In here, I want to put some sanitary wear, just in case I have a guest, a visitor, and I don't know, for some reason they need sanitary wear. I just want somebody to be able to like open and find something that they need. So I'm gonna put 2 pads and 4 tampons. So it's just there. Let's switch these to be like that. then you can't see what it is. Let's switch back to be like that. So we have like some supplies in this corner, and then my little Airwick cleaning supplies, and that's pretty much it for the cabinet. One thing I want to say, like, if you have a bathroom that people are gonna use, your guests or whatever, when they come over to your house, make sure the cabinet is organized, because people are nosy. You might think people are just like going into your house, into your bathroom, and they're just gonna use the bathroom. But yeah, people have no boundaries, and they will be open up things that they shouldn't be opening. So just make sure that it is it's organized. That's why I decided to do this. Spend time on TikTok, guys. Like, you find out really weird things about people. But yeah, that's it for the cabinet. I also have this little basket, and I use this for trash. I'm using this for trash. So I just have a Glad garbage bin. I have this specifically because if you've used the Glad compost bins, they smell really nice. I don't know what they put in them, but they have like a scent. I think it's just so that, you know, your compost bin doesn't smell, because you're putting food scraps, right? So I use mine in the bathroom because it smells nice, and it just like it's a way to keep odor away from my bathroom because of that scent. I know it doesn't have a cover, but it doesn't really bother me much. If I'm hosting or whatsoever, I want it open because I want to know if somebody has put something. If I'm using this, like when I'm cleaning, I can clearly see that there's something inside. So yeah, I'm not really bothered about it being open. So yeah, I just keep this on the side. This part, I just want to leave this empty because I don't want to make the room feel super cluttered. I think it's always nice to leave some dead space when you're decorating. So we're gonna leave this here. But some ideas for you, if let's say you don't have any other storage, you could also like put a basket here and put items inside. For example, the toilet paper, you could put it in here, and well, just be a great place to keep the toilet paper. Let's say you don't have storage up here. Something else that you could do is, you know, put some decorative items here, not put a shelf. You could maybe put your artwork above the toilet. Let's say you have a window, like I have a wall facing the toilet, so I didn't want the wall to just be like blank because that's what you're facing. But maybe you have a window in front of the toilet. You could put artwork on this wall. You can put artwork wherever you want, but I think putting artwork in a bathroom is a must. Highly recommend. It just like elevates it and makes it look bigger. I'm gonna leave this space blank. I think it works better for my space, and my bathroom is officially organized. Thank you so much for watching till this point. Let me know if you got some ideas from this video. That was the whole point of me filming this. I was like, you know what, I was just gonna do this today anyway, but I was like, let me film it so that, you know, the girls get some ideas. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have some ideas or suggestions for me to make this bathroom better. Let me know as well, and I'll see you in the next video.